Hey, Doc Steve here, and I would like to share with you a phone conversation that could potentially have taken place between President Trump and Xi Jinping, President of China, sometime in the first couple of weeks of President Trump's second term. So, have a look.
Hey Don, it's She here. Congratulations on your second term. It looks like you're getting off to a really fast start there.
Oh, hey, Z, thanks for calling. Yeah, we're calling it shock and awe, trying to flip this country on its head as quick as possible.
Hey Don, it's She, not Z. I think I've told you this before.
Oh, yeah, right. You've told me that. You know, you have such hard names to pronounce over there. You see, in English, when we have an X at the beginning of a word, it makes more of a Z sound, kind of like xylophone or zebra.
Yeah, Don, I know. I speak English. I know xylophone and zebra.
So, how's everything over in Commie Land?
All right, I'll take the bait. Everything's fine in commie land. How's everything with you capitalist pigs over in the capitalist pig pen?
Oh, you just crack me up. That Chinese sense of humor, it gets me every time.
Listen, we got sidetracked here. I did want to congratulate you, but I also wanted to bring up something that we've been talking about in the Central Committee for a while, and we haven't really known how to bring it up with you. But with your recent comments about Greenland, we think now might be the time to bring it up.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, Don, bottom line is that we want to buy Hawaii. It's for the same reasons that you're giving about Greenland, namely that we feel it's really necessary for our national security, especially with all that saber rattling that you're doing over there. And to be honest, we're willing to pay top dollar for it.
Yeah, you are just a barrel of laughs today. No, we can't sell Hawaii.
Well, Don, actually, we're serious. We do really want to buy them for our national security. And the way we look at it, they're just a few rocks in the middle of the ocean. What good are they to you?
We can't sell Hawaii. There's people there. You can't be serious.
Don, there's people in Greenland.
Yeah, what, like a few dozen?
Well, actually 57,000 at the last count, but that's beside the point. Hey, Don, if you're really resistant about this, let's split them. We don't have to be piggy about this. You take the two on the east side, and we'll take the three on the west side. That way you get the biggest one.
We can't sell Hawaii, period.
Listen, Don, I said we'd be willing to pay top dollar, but we're also willing to put aside a little money for anybody who needs a little extra to get this deal to happen, if you know what I'm talking about.
I don't see how we can do that. I mean, I'm a tiny bit curious what you're talking about with that last bit. Not that it can help, but, a little curious.
Well, we can talk about that if you change your mind, but I do have to add one thing, Don, and that is that we can do this the easy way or the hard way. We in the Central Committee have talked some about military options.
I'd like to see you try.
Don't tempt us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way.
I'm going to let them keep arguing because I really don't know how to finish my fictional conversation with them. But if you didn't get my point yet, I'm going to spell it out for you. So admittedly, my example is a little unrealistic, but for a second, just suspend your disbelief and ask yourself what you would be thinking if you knew that the president of China had made threats like that against the United States about Hawaii. A little offended? A little outraged? I certainly would be. So if you think it'd be outrageous for the president of China to be talking that way, well, then it's way more outrageous for our president to be talking the way he is about Greenland. And I say way more outrageous because when it comes to the US and China, we're kind of in the same ballpark. Obviously, the US has an edge militarily and economically, but at least we're comparable. But when our president starts talking about Greenland in this way, even if you add in all the resources that Denmark has, from a military and economic standpoint, it's kind of like a 19-year-old threatening to beat up a 3-year-old. And there's only one word for that, bully. And in fact, bully is not a good enough word because I've never even heard of a 19-year-old threatening to beat up a 3-year-old. Usually, at least it's a 12 or 13-year-old. But a 19-year-old beating up a 3-year-old? I think we should call that extreme bullying. Now, I don't care whether you're liberal or conservative. Most of us Americans teach our kids not to be bullies. Maybe it's time for patriotic Americans everywhere to start using our voice to tell this administration that being an international bully is not American. It's not patriotic. It does not make America great again. In fact, it does exactly the opposite. And by using your voice, I mean lots of things like protesting, but also calling, emailing, or writing your representatives and senators and telling them to tell this administration to stop being an international bully. You know, most people who know about bullying know that it doesn't come from strength. It comes from feelings of weakness, incompetence and insecurity, and it's an overcompensation to try to make everybody else think that you're strong. The US is the strongest country on earth. We don't need to prove that to anyone. I'm going to close with this. Making America a bully again is the opposite of making America great again. And to be blunt, it's just plain wrong. Hey, thanks for watching. See you next time.